Are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if for some reason somebody tries to type in it and we don't see it on the screen, we can just shout it out, I think, if we have a computer issue.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Jen, when you write trusted individual, are you linking that to role model, or are you leaving that on the mentor side?
I was leaving it on mentor side, but I think it could probably go with both.
So I have been debating this sort of too. Role models you don't necessarily know. Like the video, the guy was talking about Bill Cosby. Like, you probably shouldn't trust Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just for a format perspective, maybe we should put that on the other side. I'm going to move it to the other side just so that
Okay.
I can put things out.
I don't know if somebody moved it or if it moved on its own, but I had it
I
down.
think I accidentally moved it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I just didn't know if Poplet decides where to put things on its own or not.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to make maybe a different color for the ones that are combined.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's a good idea.
Maybe a blue one?
Yeah.
You do you, girl.
All right, I'm feeling a little blue, so. There's a lot going on right now. It's hard to keep track. Keep up.
We can also add pictures in if we want to.
Oh.
We okay?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
shoot. Did I just delete the whole thing?
No.
Okay, good.
On there.
There's an undo button, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, good.
We're good.
That'd be so great.
Everybody remain calm.
I'm sorry. Okay, I've got it together now.
So I have a wording question. So
Yeah.
one of the similarities I have down for mentor and role model is that they're kind of I guess I just figured it out now that I'm explaining it. It's like a visual example of where the student could go.
Mm-hmm.
So whether they're a role model or a mentor, that's what they're acting as. Does that make sense if I wrote it like that?
Can you explain it one more time?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
man, that second
It came up
explanation.
slow, I guess.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't remember which article it was, but it said something about observational learning. Is that kind of where you're going with that?
It's more of like, so you know how I think Dr. Eberman was talking in a Zoom session where like not only showing the student or telling the student that you can be a mother and be an athletic trainer, but also giving them an example of a person who does do that on a daily basis. So like both role models and mentors act as a visual example of where that person could go as a professional.
Gotcha.
And it's not always, I mean, like if your role model is a professional, athlete, it's not going to be like that. But there's
Right.
also that like visual example if you're looking at an
Yeah.
athletic trainer on TV, like it's like, oh, I could go there, you know.
Yeah. And I just saw that you added observational learning to Kelsey.
Yeah.
I couldn't see it. I had it kind of pushed over to the side. Bria, I like the concept map on the concept map.
Yeah.
For it. Here for it.
I just don't know if I should break down all of them or just peer, because I feel like we talked a ton about peer mentoring, but not a ton about.
Oh, I think you cut out, Bria.
Oh, great.
At least I didn't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Do you guys think that I should break down all of them, or do you think I should focus on breaking down peer mentorship, because that's the one that we talked most about, at least the readings talked most about?
It's up to you. Honestly.
It's not letting me type in this bubble.
Is that your computer?
Yes. I'm just. I don't know what to do. Okay.
So
Oh God.
someone a person looks up to and imitates. I feel like that could fall under role model and mentor.
I feel like that's both.
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. Let's see if I can figure out how to. Do I just need to change the color? Is that how we're
Yep.
doing it?
Yeah.
So click on the box and then just make it blue,
Boom.
and then drag a line to the mentor.
Oh, crushing it. All right.
Pushing it.
This looks sweet.
Oh man, I wish I could. Like, I feel like I zoom in and I can't scroll over to the role model side. Okay, now we're good. Never mind.
I was gonna say, so if you grab now on a poplet, you can like move around.
Okay, I'm gonna have to delete this one because it's really not letting me type in this thing. Okay.
Oh, what's going on? Oh man.
Are you watching me?
Yeah.
The struggle is hard right now. I don't know. Let's just try again. No, nothing. I really can't type in this.
Okay, Kelsey, what are you trying to say here?
Yeah, what do you want to
Let me
type?
just help you out here.
Now I'm trying to say.
Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I can't remember now what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Let
You
me think on it and then I'll let you know.
think on it, and then we can help you out.
Yeah, I'm getting flustered because I can't type. I don't know what's going on.
What's a better way of saying picked, like characteristics?
Mentors, I keep thinking of like they nurture the learner and like they care about their personal feelings and stuff. Role models don't do that. And I don't exactly know. I mean, I kind of separated the may or may not know the
You're
role
cutting in and out.
of the learner, but I don't know that that's enough.
Say one more time, Kelsey. Sorry.
So you guys put over here that mentors have a personal relationship with the mentee, and that
Yeah.
to me is like nurturing their learning or whatever. But I feel like we need to say something about that over on the role model side, but I can't think of what that is.
So I'm adding something that they're picked based on talent and persona.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
maybe we can add in that
Oh,
like those aren't really like desirable qualities to have.
Okay.
I don't know how to add that in though. I understand what you're saying. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, talent persona can be desirable,
Yeah.
right? If you're aspiring to be a professional football player, then your role model is probably Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers,
Outcomes.
whoever.
Um,
Eliza, what do you mean by has a beginning and end? Or mentor?
there's a
Is that-
timeline for mentors most of the time.
Okay.
So, like when you have a mentor, it's like I have a mentor from fall of this beginning of this class to the end of the beginning of this class.
Yeah.
I would almost disagree because I would say all of my mentors still talk to me to this day and mentor me to this day.
So maybe I should put that under like formal.
Yeah, I think so.
I get what you're saying, Eliza, with that. Because when I was in school, we were kind of challenged to seek out our preceptors as mentors, and sometimes that was only for the fall season or the spring season or whatever. But because of that, some of those mentors kind of carried on through my schooling and through now, I guess.
Okay.
So, but I do get what you're saying with the timeline.
Like initial, I could put starts as with a timeline. It has a beginning and an end,
Mm-hmm.
and then some can.
Yeah.
I also think mentors, like, and this is just my personal life. So, like, my mentors as an athletic training student were not really my preceptors. I
Yeah.
knew that they were supposed to be, but I would not consider any of my preceptors truly mentors. That I had other mentors at that time,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that those, like, they didn't start, like, when we started, it wasn't like this is supposed to be your mentor. It was just kind of like happened to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what if
Yeah.
I put it under formal and then put formal mentoring has a timeline through. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Has a timeline, though the relationship may continue beyond that.
Yeah. So, because sometimes mentorship is forced upon you.
Yeah.
You know?
That was a lot
Yeah.
of time with me.
Yeah. And then informal, would you say like those are the ones that you kind of you kind of seek out on your own and kind of just happen on their own,
Yeah.
if that makes sense?
Natural, I would say maybe like a natural beginning.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Um,
Whoa, did I do that?
So natural beginning to the relationship may not have an end.
yeah.
I feel like that sounds
Well, you don't need
morbid.
to add in a timeline.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, the formatting of this is like stressing me out that the lines aren't all like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is why it takes me 7 hours to do an infographic.
I feel you, and they don't even look good when I'm done.
Oh, stop it. I'm sure they look great.
I'm no good at infographics.
I thought your infographic for this past one was really good. Like it drew my eye a lot. The chalkboard thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Dang, Eliza, you got a good memory.
I really don't. I remember I remember that, but other things that I need to remember, not
I
so
was
much.
so upset on that infographic too because I wanted to make a newspaper article, but I couldn't find one that was a newspaper article, so it ruins like everything that I wanted to say.
Wow.
Are you talking about the Help Wanted ad?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I do not remember what everybody's looked like.
I don't either. Don't feel bad.
I spent an unreasonable amount of time looking at everybody. So I pretty much remember a lot of them.
I do remember that Jody's had like a picture of herself. Like,
Yes.
I don't even know. It drew my eye a lot.
Okay.
Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to put. Delete. Oh God. You're
Oh
not
gosh.
gonna
Oh
get
god.
done. I'll move mine.
No, we're good. I
Okay.
moved mine.
There. Now we have more room.
Does that make sense?
Similar characteristics to the person looking up to them.
So like, if my role model is, I don't know, Oprah, I would think that I would have similar characteristics to Oprah, if that makes sense. I don't know if the wording's right.
Are you saying that the student usually picks the person based on those?
I would think so. Yeah.
Because you might be able to, because I don't think it makes sense as like a characteristic of a role model.
Yeah.
But you could link it off of my chosen by the student and put based off of like their own values and attitudes or skills.
Okay. Like common interests and
Yeah.
also if I spell something wrong, somebody please tell me.
I won't know.
It's a struggle. It is a struggle. Like I don't think that's spelled right. Interest. I don't know.
That's right.
Thanks.
So I want to say something for role model side, like when you're doing observational learning, it's like the student learns or doesn't learn, but it's all based off of like how the student chooses, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not student centered because like the role model really does nothing for the learning. Like if the learning comes, it's all based off of what the student does, right?
Yeah.
So how would I say
And the
that?
perceptions of the student.
Huh?
And perceptions that the student has.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if your preceptors go out to drink after every single game, that's a socialization to drinking after every single game, right?
Right. So how do I can say that off of the observational learning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can we put like examples in here?
Yeah, sure.
You know?
She's also listening to this, so I think we could just talk about examples. I feel
Yeah.
like
Oh,
make
that's
it
true.
really-
That's true. Kind of forgot about that.
Observational learning. I don't know.
You got this, Liza. You got a big old box there, so
Yeah.
I know. I needed to give myself some space to think.
So, you know the box that a person looks up to and imitates? It reminds me of, I don't remember when we were talking about it. It might have been DAT weekend of, well, my preceptor did this, so I do this. So that's what I was thinking of, like an example when you imitate, like my preceptor taped an angle like this, and that's how I learned, so that's why I'm going to do it this way. Or yada, yada, yada. Which I think would be more of a characteristic of a role model than a mentor, but.
Well, I mean, you just gave the examples that it was also a mentor too.
Yeah, I don't know.
You could just, that's a good example for that one. I don't think you necessarily have to add on the top.
I'm not going to add it in. It'd be really hard to word.
That's right. Kind of like what I'm trying to do.
I really liked that first TED Talk video that was in our readings of the the school systems, and I thought that was so interesting.
Oh yeah, I hope that that continues.
Yeah. I wonder when that TED Talk was from. Did it say it on there? Like how old it was?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure it was on there.
Yeah. He also used a Harry Potter example, which was felt good to me.
Okay, I'm gonna make this a smaller box now. Do little tiny branches.
Kelsey, did you figure out what you were going to say earlier when your Pop-It wasn't working?
No.
No? Okay.
I feel like I wrote a lot off of role models yesterday in the practice, and I can't remember.
Go back to it. Let me see.
I can't go back to it.
I think I can. Hang on. I'm gonna hang on. I figured out why the Pop-It wasn't working the other day, and it's because I don't have like an updated something on my computer.
Flash drive.
Yeah, that.
I also had to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So Kelsey, you had in there, learner only sees the good side of the role model. Eliza, I'm just now seeing what Eliza and Bria put in.
What?
I'm in the practice one that we did yesterday. Your Pop-It that says, "Hey, I'm learning."
I went on it after a very long, hard day at work. I think there's also a box with me just scribbled in it.
Okay. Kelsey
I
and
ended
had
up deleting mine, so you
Yeah.
guys are good.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, Kelsey, where are you at now? I just saw that you traveled to a different time zone.
Oh, yeah, I went south.
Gotcha. Okay, so Kelsey, did you hear the learner only sees the good side of the role model?
Yeah.
And then you have passively influenced students, which I think you have in there already. Okay.
So I think the positive influence. Oh, I just did something in my computer's loading. Oh boy. Okay. I think that the positive influence goes under talent and persona.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine.
Who are you talking to?
Us.
But which bubble? Was that my bubble that I just put under observational learning? Or are you looking at something different? Is that what you're telling us to add in?
No, I think we were just spitballing.
Are you looking at the other bubble or something? The other Pop-It?
Oh, yeah, I was looking at the other Pop-It. I'm sorry.
Okay, so should I add talent and or well, whatever you just said under persona, positive environment? What did you say?
It's okay. I think it's already on there.
Okay. Oh, the two-way street. Very good one, Bria. Is it Brea or Bria?
Yeah.
Bria. Okay.
But I'll answer to whatever, so.
I really think we're good.
I keep looking through my notes, and I think we've covered pretty much everything
Yeah.
that I have.
So, like, looking at this, I don't know if I have, like, role models. Is that bad?
I don't know if I have, like, I don't know. I don't know if I have either.
I definitely have mentors.
I'm with you, Eliza. I feel like I've made it this far without having like a long-lasting mentor, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've had mentors for kind of like the traditional, like you were put with them
Yeah.
beginning, end of this season or this rotation, and then I just moved on. So I don't know that I have like a long lasting mentor,
Yeah, I agree.
at least for athletic training. Like life mentors, maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you because I I don't think I ever really connected with the people I was matched up with well. So I just never had one. Okay.
All right. I
The
think we're.
role model side is so like
I know. I think it's just because we have so many little bubbles of like the many types of bubbles. You know what I mean? But
oh yeah. Okay. I think I'm finished putting things on.
I think
as
I
well.
am too. I was kind of looking through to see if I could add anything, but
Do you think we need to add like what the like learning like the expectations of a mentor versus the expectations of a role model? So like
I, go ahead.
so for a mentor we could like their expectations would be to develop the skills and knowledge of a student, whereas the role model might not. Well, I guess they don't really have expectations, but or
I feel like that's like under the set goals and achieve them and like
where?
professional development, all of
Okay,
already
I
have.
see that now.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
think that's an interesting point though, because I think we hit a lot on like the mentee perspective, if that makes sense, and not like the mentor perspective. But I think we're just really going through like characteristics and things like that, if that makes sense.
I also think there's something to be said about like mentors can be like ethically good or ethically poor and still be mentors.
I agree.
So I feel like that should go under both role model and mentor, but I'm not sure how to write that to where it doesn't sound bad.
So, well, I think that just in the fact that did we put people who make an impact, like that doesn't necessarily have to be good or bad, or
Right.
that can be good or
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
But you're saying it's more of like the characteristic where someone can be good or bad is
Yeah. But I think we got it all. Should I stop the recording?
I think we
sure.
can. Yeah.